Good morning. It's fancy coffee time. There was no fancy coffee time yesterday. And the reason for that would be because I was driving Jordan back to Ohio. So my mama heart hurts right now. And it hurts bad. Found the frother. Turns out the kids put it in the silverware drawer where they did dishes last week. And I would never look there because that's not where I put it. But at least we found it, right? Let's brew our coffee now. So, being a mom doesn't get easier when they get older. It gets a little bit less stressful, but it doesn't get easier. And I learned that this weekend. Got our coffee. Let's go to the living room. So this weekend was wild. Had a lot of stuff to do. I kind of sort of got sidetracked on all that. Today is going to be busy. I have to get to the gym and get my workout in. I gotta get to the grocery store. I gotta get to the laundromat, get our laundry done. And then at 5 o'clock tonight, I woke up and I was all excited for drum class tonight. And I was like, oh yeah, it's Monday, 5 o'clock, drum class. And then I looked at my calendar and realized I won't be going to drum class. Nay. I have family dinner tonight at the Brinery. It's really cool. My friends Maddie and Joe own the Brinery in Sharpsburg, and they're hosting like a little family dinner for all of us little weirdo chefs. And we all get to get together and make each other food. And it's gonna be so good. So that's what we have going on tonight. So I got a busy day. And yeah, this weekend was hard. Jordan and his girlfriend broke up. That's why I had to take him back home early. Michael and Haley took her home. And then I took Jordan home. And I love Elise. I love that girl. They've been together for a couple years now. And, you know, my boys, any girl they choose to bring home to meet me, she's always going to be treated like family, you know, because whoever they love, I'm going to love too. And what is on my face right there? I don't know. Elise will always be family to us. And I made that very clear to her. And it's hard for me as a mom to watch Jordan's heartbreak and still hold him accountable at the same time and give that that love, but also like he's a grown up, but the correction is still needed, you know. But I hope Elise is gonna be okay. I know she will be. She's a strong girl. Not every relationship is made to last forever, and that's what I had to remind Jordan of. You learn from them. And I reminded her of the same thing. But I'd love if, you know, she could come back and spend a week or two with us in the summer. And yeah, it's hard. The whole adult kid and the adult kids make a mistake. And, you know, I've never been one to pretend like my kids are perfect because I know they're not, you know. And if they do something, I always held them accountable in the most loving way that I could. You know, like, you need to learn that you messed up, but you're still very loved. People make mistakes. And I think there's a lot that he's gonna learn from this relationship, and I think the same goes for her as well. We're just really, really, really gonna miss them being together. I guess that's something I was never prepared for in life was, you know, losing daughters per se. I mean, I know she wasn't like my biological daughter, but she was like a daughter to me. If she needed something, she'd call me in the middle of the night. If, you know, Haley's the same way. She's a daughter to me, Michael's girlfriend. And, you know, I want to support both of them even though they're not together. And I flat out told Jordan, like, you cannot be upset with me for still having a relationship with Elise because she's, you know, I love her and he understands. But it was a hard lesson for Jordan to have to learn. It's hard for me to sit here and watch his heartbreak. It was hard for me to see Elise's heartbreak. And they're so young. You know, it's like you guys have your whole futures ahead of you. And I told him, I said, feel these feelings, like, process them. Don't try to mask them. Don't try to avoid them. Like, feel it, process it. Make sure you talk to your therapist. I'm going to be talking to my therapist about it. My birthday's in 2 days, and I have therapy on my birthday. I'm actually really excited about that. My therapist was like, are you sure you want to do therapy on your birthday? And I was like, what better way to bring in 40 years old than some self-care? But we will not be doing EMDR that day. No, because I refuse to cry. Maybe I'll happy cry on my birthday. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, I'm overwhelmed right now, guys. Emotionally, like mentally. Living room is coming along beautifully. I love coming out here. This is like my little zen space. You know, I can get down and do some yoga, do some stretches. I gotta blow up my exercise ball even more because, fun fact, when you buy an exercise ball for your workout room, your whole family is gonna have fun with it. I need to get a bigger one though, because the one I have, I think, is like a 43 centimeter one, and I'm supposed to be on like a 65. So, but I'm gonna go to the gym, do upper body day today, go get all my running around done. I gotta get the shawarma prepped. Joe from the Brinery, he loves my shawarma. He loves my shawarma. So what I'm doing is I'm making an extra thing of shawarma just for him that will not be cooked. It'll just be marinated and ready to go. And in trade, he is making, for my birthday party on Sunday, for the breakfast part, because it's a sleepover, he's making Dubai chocolate cinnamon rolls for me that we had at our pop-up with the Brinery back in May. I was like, Joe, please, like, these girls need breakfast in the morning. So he's making the Dubai chocolate cinnamon rolls for us, and then Maddie's making breakfast sandwiches for everybody. And I'm gonna get orange juice. I'm gonna take my fancy Nancy Nespresso and do like a little coffee, tea, orange juice bar. There will not be mimosas because I don't drink, sober from alcohol. Do that for breakfast in the morning. And then after the birthday party Sunday, when everybody leaves, we're all coming back to my house. Me, my cousin Kelly, Sud Billy, Erica from Mama Loves Macros, Maddie, and probably Jess. We're all coming back here to my house to do a reading. And then after that, me and my husband have an appointment down in West Virginia for tattoos because we're going to take Sud Billy back home. Her husband's our tattoo artist. He does like all of my, not all of them. I mean, I had some before we got together, like that guitar one he didn't do, but 90% of the tattoos on my body come from Tom at Crossroads or Country Roads to get to. So yeah, if your kids are young, just know the hard part never ends. Never, ever, ever ends. And it sucks. You know, because like Jordan understands he made a mistake, but he's like really being hard on himself. And that's part of learning. You know, they both deserve to be happy. I know that for sure. And if it's just not with each other, it's just not with each other. But I'm still going to love both of them. You know, just like if something happened between Mikey and Haley, I'd still love both of them. But it's hard to hold your kid accountable while their heart is breaking. Oh, God, that one hurt. They don't warn you about that. They legitimately do not warn you about that and how hard it is. And so this all happened like in the middle of the night. And it was like 4 o'clock in the morning where Jordan was like, Mom, can you take me home? And I was like, sure. So we packed up. I drove him back. I got back around 10:30, 11 o'clock yesterday morning, but my schedule was so, like, I was exhausted. I should not have drove in the middle of the night. So I got back and Jason made me a cup of tea and I went in. He said, I'm gonna go to the gym, babe. I said, that's fine. No, actually, he didn't say he was gonna go to the gym. He made me a cup of tea and I sat down on the bed and immediately I was out like a light for like 3 or 4 hours. I took a nap. Then I woke up and he was like, I'm gonna go to the gym. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the gym too. And then I just had nothing in me. I had nothing in me. My heart was sad. My mind wasn't in the game, and so I just took yesterday off. But that means today's workout, we're gonna push through some shit. Working out always improves my mental health. Like, I'm gonna go in there today with such a heavy heart, and I'm gonna leave feeling a million times better. That's the thing about working out, they don't want to tell you, is that it helps so much up here. Also, Vicky, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I will not be at drums tonight. I love you, girl. I love hugging Vicky at drums, and I won't be like, I was so excited to go until I remembered family dinner. See, that's why I say, like, if something's not in my calendar, I ain't gonna remember. Chubby cheeks. What are you doing, pretty mama? You want to say hi to your friends? She's putting her butt up in the air. Like, I want to rub your butt. She's so ridiculous the way she sleeps on me. Last night, I was pinned. Daisy was behind my back in my pregnancy pillow. Chubby Cheeks was up on my leg. Sissy had my feet locked in on one side, and Baby had my feet locked in on the other. I couldn't move if I tried. Come on. Come here. Are you mad at me? I don't know if she's gonna come see you today. She seems to be a little bit moody. So yeah, what did he do? Because I know it won't be his first heartbreak. You know, he actually, Jordan's like girlfriend from like the 6th grade. She is the reason I met one of my best friends, Heather, her mom. And when they broke up, of course they were in 6th grade. When they broke up, Jordan was like, you can't talk to Jocelyn anymore. I don't want them over here. And I was like, honey, this is my house. Okay, if you didn't want me to like your girlfriend's mom and be friends with her, you should have never brought her around. So even though you're broke up, I'm still gonna be friends with her, and we are to this day. So I hope Elise knows that I will always be here for her. It's just heavy, 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 heavy. That reminds me of taking care of Granny. Do you guys follow that page? Granny has dementia, and her favorite word is heavy, heavy, heavy. I love that account. So, what do you got going on this week? It's my birthday week. I'm so excited. Friday night, Kelly and Sled Billy are coming. And I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna make dinner Friday or take them to dinner. Because I know where I could take them. That would be absolutely amazing. And I know both of them would love it. Because Sled Billy is vegan. So I need to make sure that wherever we go and whatever we do, there's plenty of food to keep her belly full. So for the birthday party, I'm going to be making her a vegetarian or a vegan lentil chili. If you've never had lentil chili, it's really good. It's just like chili, but with lentils instead of beans. And it's like very lemony and herby is how I make mine. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 3 different soups. I'm gonna do a vegan lentil chili. I think I'm gonna do a potato soup, my creamy potato soup with leeks and garlic, because I love that potato soup. And then I don't know what else. What's the 3rd soup I should make? What's like a super popular soup? Because we're doing grilled cheese and soup, and then we're gonna have pizza and appetizers. So I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree and get like the 90s snacks, like the little cheese with dipper snacks and like the bugles, like all the things that I remember eating in the 90s. I also have to order my workout clothes and my pajamas because I can't figure out. I've been searching for the right pair of pajamas for my party for like 2 months now, and I cannot find them. It's gonna drive me crazy. Stressful. But yeah, I'm really excited for this weekend. I just wish my heart wasn't so heavy, but I'm grateful it is, because that means I still have one. We're always trying to find a positive, you guys. That was our positive. I'm not gonna lie, coffee time is so much more fun being out here chilling with you guys, you know? I love this living room. So we did order the other 2 things of flooring. If you didn't hear about my oops kapoops on that, let me tell you, I ordered the wrong flooring. I have black and speckled gym mats now, like black and gray speckled gym mats down now. The other 2 boxes of flooring are just plain black. So everybody was like, well, you could speckle them. I don't trust myself to do that. I don't trust myself to do that. And then also, if I did speckle them, I might affect the non-slip material of the gym mats, and I don't want to be doing that. So yeah, 3 things I'm grateful for. My family, even though we're hurting right now, we'll be okay. 2nd thing I'm grateful for is my ability to see through things and still hold my kids accountable while I love them. Because I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, well, 2 of my friends, Jess and Maddie, in our group chat, and I was like, you know, I was sending them voice messages when I was on the road and telling them what was going on, because they're like 2 of my closest friends. And Jess messaged, what she said made me cry. She said, the fact that like all of this is happening and you're still there for both Jordan and Elise, and you held him accountable to her and to like you, just goes to show like, you know, where my heart lies. And that made me feel really good, because I felt like at the time I was holding Jordan accountable, I also felt as if I was betraying my own son. But it's not betraying him, it's showing him that like you can make mistakes. Taking accountability is the important part. So I hope they both heal, and I hope Jordan forgives himself. And yeah, boys will be boys. That's what they say, but it doesn't make it okay. Definitely doesn't make it okay. So I had to have a really long talk with Jordan, and he didn't want to hear it. You know, because like I've been cheated on. That's you know, it's one of the biggest pains I think you can have. Like, hurt-wise, and I will never crucify someone for making a mistake, but he needed to come clean. He needed to be honest with her. She deserved that. And you know how hard it is to love your kid and at the same time look at the woman he loves and be like, you deserve better. That's hard. And especially at such a young age. Like, you know, I told Elise, I was like, your self-worth is gonna take a hit. You're gonna start thinking that you weren't good enough. But you have to understand that he was just dumb in that moment. Very, very dumb. And everybody makes mistakes, and this is not about you. It was never about you. And I need her to understand that and feel it, you know. But it's hard. It's hard. And they were together for 2 years. And I mean, he loved her. He made a mistake. It's just so hard. But I still love him with my whole heart. I always will. You know, he's my baby. I also reminded him this is why sometimes I say things that you shouldn't do and you don't listen to me, and then we end up here. But I'm not gonna be like, I told you so. I'm gonna be like, get your shit together, Jordan. They're both good kids. But yeah, that's why my mama heart is heavy. That's what, you know, they don't warn you about this when you're a parent, about the adult things that you gotta go through. The adult drama, you know, like you're prepared to wake up at 2 a.m. and run your kid to the emergency room, but you're not prepared to wake up at 1 o'clock in the morning to your son and his girlfriend breaking up and have to jump up out of bed and drive interstate to take him home, you know? But Jordan, it was hard for him to be here and her not be here. And so when they, you know, Michael and Haley left with Elise first, we let them get out of the house, and then I packed Jordan into the car and we left. Just to make sure that there was, you know, let's each go our own separate ways. Jordan slept the whole way back. He had already done his crying, and I'll call and check on him today. I think he respects her decision. He doesn't agree with it. He respects it, and that's good. My kiddos, I love them. So yeah, that's the feeling on the family drama. Heartbreaking. I want both of them to know how much we love them. And you know, Elise said to me, she said that the first time she walked in here, it felt like home. And that this is like one of the only places she's ever felt like she had family. And that really breaks my heart, because we loved having her here. She did my nails too. She's so talented. I'm really gonna miss having her here when they'd come home to visit. So I'm happy I at least made her Alfredo the night before this happened. That's like one of her favorite things. And I don't know what made me make it. It was just like, okay, Cajun chicken and shrimp Alfredo mac. I'm happy that was something I got to make her, because she loved when I'd make her dinner, you know. But Elise, if you're watching this, Mama's still Mama. I'm always gonna be here for you, honey. Michael and Haley did say, like, you know, they're getting ready to move out in June. And they're getting an apartment, and Haley said, she talked to Elise and said that, you know, when they move out, Elise can come up and visit, and they'll go get her, and she can either stay with them or stay here. It might be hard for her to stay here. That I could understand, you know, so maybe but she knows she has family here. Even if her and Jordan didn't work out, she's still very loved. Okay. I think I'm gonna go cry, guys, because my heart definitely hurts. But I'm very grateful for the 2 years that I got to know and love her. And I can't wait to see her get her cosmetology license and go down and get my nails done at her salon when she opens it. You know, she's got big dreams. She's got a good head on her shoulder. And I'll always show up to support her. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go cry and journal this one out. It would be so silly of me to think that at such a young age, yeah, it's who Jordan would have married. But I really thought she was gonna be here forever. You know, they were so good together. Okay, I need to process this one. God, I feel like I got broken up with. You know, I feel like Elise broke up with me, but I know she didn't. It just sucks. But I'm gonna go do some self-care that is much needed today. And I love you guys. I hope you have a great week. Yeah, that's all I have. Okay, love you, bye.